Miss, can I go in gym quarter?
Can you go what?
In gym quarter?
Yes, go, dear, go.
Miss, are you there?
Yes, dear, I'm here.
Okay.
All right, guys. We are going to continue. Please open page 83. All right. In page 83, Ruqayya, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. The pushing or pulling force of a magnet is strongest in the middle of the magnet, strongest at the ends of the magnet, the same all the way through the magnet. When I showed you the picture of the magnetic field, I told you that most of the iron filings are concentrated in which part of the magnet?
The middle?
No, I did not say this. Ruqayya, please, I want you to pay attention. Please.
Yes, because I was disconnected.
From the beginning of the last session, you were disconnected.
No.
Did you see when I
apart.
showed you the magnetic field? Were you there when I showed you the picture of the magnetic field?
Of the north and the south?
No, this picture, dear. This one, were you there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is where when I said that it is concentrated in the two poles.
Oh, okay. The same, wait. Number B.
Strongest at the ends of the magnet, yes. Okay, continue, Ruqayya. Which two metals will be attracted by a magnet?
Iron and steel.
Iron and steel. All right. And number 6, when two magnets repel each other, they push away from each other, pull towards each other, or neither push or nor pull.
Push away.
Push away from each other. And the last one, I'm going to, did you finish, guys?
Yes.
Okay. The next one is number 7. Ruqayya, when two magnets attract each other, they do what?
Pull towards each other.
Yes, they pull towards each other, right? Okay, so now we're going to continue with the last part of our lesson. The last part, we're going to talk about 3 things, actually, not only 2, 3 things. The first thing, thank you, Ruqayya, would you please mute your mic? Thank you. All right. we are going to talk about something called the magnetic keeper or the magnet keeper. What is a magnet keeper? Now, the problem with the magnets is that if you left it for a while, if you just left it or throw it in a drawer or on a desk or anything for a while, like after maybe months or years, it will start to lose its magnetic force. What does that mean? It means that if you just left it this way without using it, after a while, if you bring this magnet and you try to put it next to anything magnetic, it will not be able to attract it. It would lose its magnetic force. So this is why magnets should be stored in a specific way. How? By bringing this piece of steel piece or iron piece and stick it this way to the magnet. The magnet should be used all the time in order to keep its magnetic force inside. So if you did not cover it this way with this magnetic keeper, we call this piece of steel magnetic keeper. If you did not stick this magnetic keeper.
Miss,
Yes,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you, dear. Yes. You fixed your, did you change the device or what?
No, I left, then joined again.
All right. Okay. So this is what the keeper does. It keeps the magnetic force inside the magnet. Without the keeper, the magnetic keeper, the magnet will lose its magnetic force. So again, what is the name of the piece of steel that we stick to the magnet in order to keep its magnetic force? Huh? All of you tell me what is its name? Magnetic what?
Field.
Keeper.
Keeper. Magnetic keeper.
Keeper.
Okay. So the magnetic keeper is a piece of steel or iron that we stick to the magnet to keep its force or to keep its power inside it, its magnetic force inside it. If you do not stick or attract or put this magnetic keeper into the magnet, after a while, the magnet will lose its magnetic force. All right, guys? So what is the magnetic keeper again? The keeper is a piece of steel or iron that preserves or keeps the magnetic force in the magnet. Is it hard?
No.
No. Now this is how we stick or attract the keeper to the horseshoe magnet. Okay, you just stick it to the two poles of the horseshoe magnet. What if you have a bar magnet like this? You will bring two bar magnets and you will put two keepers up and down them, as you can see. Do you see how? Okay. Yeah. So this is how you put a keeper in a bar magnet. All right. So again, the piece of steel that is used to keep or preserve the magnetic force in a magnet is called the magnetic keeper. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the second, I told you we have three things. This is the first thing. The second thing that we're going to talk about is that, all right, now I know that we have specific magnetic materials that can be or that were made to be magnets, which are the iron, steel, cobalt, and nickel. All right, but can I make my own magnet? Can I make my own magnet? As a matter of fact, yes, you can make your own magnet. How? Yes.
I have a question.
What is your question?
Is it supposed to be the keeper? We can put the magnet on a fridge or anything metal, So
Not
like-
anything metal, anything any magnetic material.
yes.
Yes, yes, and it will keep working. Yes. The idea of the keeper, that it keeps the magnet working all the time. Okay, when you stick something magnetic to the when you stick some magnetic material to the magnet, it keeps working all the time. So this is what makes it keep its magnetic force inside it. All right. Okay, but we are talking about the lab tools that we use. This is how we keep the magnets in the lab. And of course, if you are at home, you will find any magnetic material and stick the magnet to it. Okay, now let's get back to, can I make a magnet? Yes, you can make a magnet with things that you have at your home. Can you believe this? You do not have to have the rock itself that is magnetic. You don't have to have an iron or cobalt or nickel or steel. You can actually make a magnet at your home. How is that? By using those things. By using those things. A nail, a steel nail or an iron nail, okay? A coil, this is the coil, which is a wire made of copper, for example. It should be a good electrical conductor, all right? So I have an iron or steel nail. I have a coil, which is a wire made of copper, for example, a battery, and any pins or any magnetic material, so that we can test the magnet that we will do by those three materials, okay? What will I do? Yes.
Should we do this?
If you want to do it, do it. Okay, try it. And I will upload after this session. I will upload a video to show you how can we make it. Okay, I will upload a video in your Classera that will show you from the YouTube to show you how can we make this and how it works. Okay, so can we make a magnet? Yes, we can. Using what? Using those materials. All right, how will I make a magnet using those materials, Miss? Simply by bringing the nail, and I will bring the wire, this copper wire, and I will coil it around the nail. How? I will show you by drawing. Okay, so here is the iron nail or the steel nail. Okay, and I will bring the coil. I will make the coil colored blue. Okay, I will bring the coil, and which is this wire, and I will coil it around the nail. Do you see how, guys? Can you see this?
Yes.
And can you see it?
Yes.
All right, very good. Now after that, I will bring the battery. I will color it green. Here is the battery. All right, and I will connect the coil, the copper coil, to the two ends of the battery. Guess what? If you have any steel or iron pins or nails or whatever, like very small ones, they will get attracted to this part. This way, you made your own magnet. Okay? You made your own magnet. Okay. You made your own magnet. Why? Because scientists discovered, this is an extra information, guys. If you don't understand it, it's fine. Scientists discovered that any electric current, do you remember this word, electric current?
Yes. Yes.
Any electric current, around it, there is a magnetic field. Can you believe this? This is something that they discovered. any electric current is surrounded by a magnetic field. And this is how we made the magnet, using electricity. We actually used electricity. Do you remember? This is the battery, and this is a copper coil or a copper wire. So if you connect the copper coil or the copper wire to the battery, electricity will run through the wire. So we use this to make a magnet, because we know that any electric current is surrounded by a magnetic field. So if you bring any magnetic material closer to it, it's going to stick to it. All right? Okay. So what?
Okay.
Because of this, what do we call this magnet that we make? Because it's made from electricity, we call it electromagnet, because we use the electricity in this device that we made. We used electricity. This is why we called it an electromagnet. We called it what? An electromagnet, yes. So this, you can actually, as I told you, make it at home. All right? You just have to have an iron nail, and you are going to coil the wire, the copper wire, around it, and then you're going, the two ends of the wire, you're going to stick it to the two ends of the battery. This is how you make an electromagnet. If you bring any magnetic material closer to the coil and the iron nail, it's going to stick to it. And I will upload the video to show you practically how does this happen. All right, guys, do you understand this part?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now, how do we use electromagnets? It's not only something that you can play with at home. Actually, some factories use very huge electromagnets in specific jobs. Okay, they make like giant electromagnets, not those small things with small batteries and small copper wire. No, they bring a very large piece of steel or iron, and they cover it with a very huge copper wire, and they connected to a motor, or they connected to electricity, like a very large electrical outlet. And this is how they make a very big electromagnet. How do they use this or what do they use the electromagnet in? They use the electromagnet in what? In removing magnetic materials, like what? Like cars, for example. Some old cars that they want to move from, they want to move from one place to another. Or if you have like large iron pipes, like those ones, and they want to move it from one place to another. They found that it takes a very long time if you use people to carry this stuff from one place to another. This is why they made those large electromagnets, so that when they get, this is the electromagnet, guys, when they put it closer to the car or to the steel pipes, it's just going to stick to it, and then they will move it and throw it in the garbage or anywhere that they want to throw those things in. Do you get it, guys? Do you understand how they use the electromagnets?
Yes. Yes.
All right, very
Yes.
good. How do they use electromagnets also in another thing? They use it to recycle and separate things. Now, I have a lot of trash, okay? And specifically in the places that they throw all the trash in, there are dumpsters that they throw all the trash in. Of course, between those, between the trash, you will find some magnetic materials that you can actually use or reuse or recycle, okay? Now, I want to separate the trash, the normal trash, from the magnetic trash. What will I do? I will use the same thing. I will bring a very big electromagnet and I will bring it closer to the trash, to the dumpster, the big dumpster. So of course, the non-magnetic materials will not get attracted to the electromagnet, while the magnetic material will be attracted to the electromagnet. This way, I separated the normal trash, the useless trash, from the magnetic trash that I want to reuse or recycle again. Okay, guys, do you get it?
Yes.
Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the second thing that I told you that we're going to talk about. The last thing that we are going to talk about is how to handle and how to keep yourself safe while using a magnet. Magnets are not just pieces of things that we can play with. No, they actually have a way to handle them and a way to keep them working and a way to keep us safe while we are handling them. Okay? First of all, we don't bang magnets together. You don't bring two magnets and you keep banging them against each other. Why? Because number one, they are going to lose their force. They will not be able to work anymore. The second and the most important thing is that they could break into very small pieces that could get into your eyes, that get into and hurt you, that could injure your face or your skin. Okay,
Miss,
so
your voice is lagging.
my voice is lagging, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, your
Yes.
voice.
Yes, we can hear you.
Am I lagging?
Yeah, and
No.
right now, no.
Okay, Lena, I think you have to check your
No,
connection.
you were lagging.
Okay,
We're lagging right
all
now.
right. Okay. So you don't bang magnets together so that you won't harm yourself or lose the power of the magnets. Number two, if you have to handle magnets or you want to make some experiments about them in like, for example, that requires banging them together or something like that, you have to wear safety goggles so that so that you make sure that no any small pieces get into your eyes. Okay. Number three is you don't, of course, I told you not to bang them together. Of course, you shouldn't drop the magnets. You shouldn't like hit them to the ground because of the same thing. They are going to break and they are not going to be strong enough anymore. All right. Now, if you want to stick two magnets or attract two magnets to each other, do not just like bang them against each other. No, bring them slowly next to each other so that when they attract calmly. They don't like bang to each other and they may harm you. Okay. Some very strong magnets you require to wear protective gloves while you are dealing with. Of course, those are not the magnets that we have in our daily life. No, those are the very strong magnets that sometimes we make some experiments on in the lab. So they are harmful to your skin and your body. So this is why we put on some protective gloves while we are handling them. Okay. They also ask you not to put magnets near food or drinking water. Why? Because magnets, the force of the magnet can get out of the magnet and reach other materials, and they are not good for your body or your skin. Okay, the magnets, the forces that comes out of the magnets are not really good for your skin or your body, and this is why you shouldn't put next to food or drinks. And especially also if those magnets could break into small pieces, it could get into your food and it could harm you. You will not be able to swallow your food and stuff like that. Okay, now how do I store the magnets? How do I store the magnets? You don't put the magnets next to videotapes or audio tapes, because do you know the videotapes and audio tapes? like CDs and stuff like that. Do you know those? Yes.
Yes.
If you put magnets next to it, it will simply erase some of the things inside the CD. See, this is how powerful the force of the magnets are. They could destroy. You don't have to know how, dear. It's something called electromagnetism that comes out of the magnet, and it interferes with the information in the CD. So you don't have to don't bother it right now. You will learn about it more in the next years, in the upcoming years. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So yes, the magnetism force is able to erase or to interfere with some of the information that you are storing on a CD or videotapes or audio tapes. Okay. You also shouldn't put it next to credit cards or any card that have a magnetic strip at the back. Okay. This is why, guys, they tell you whenever you go to a hotel or something, don't ever put the hotel card next to your mobile. Your mobile is actually have a magnetic force inside it. It emits magnetic force. And this is why it could destroy the hotel card and you will not be able to get into your room. Have you seen this before? I've experienced this several times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So don't use magnets near mobile phones or any interactive whiteboards or computers. It also interferes with the information. Do not put it next to the TV screen because the monitor will lose its colors. They are very powerful, guys. It's not a game. It's not something to play with, actually. And of course, do not store the magnets in moist places that have water or that is humid, like places where rainwater or dust can reach, because it will damage the magnet. Okay. And of course, the sixth thing that I want to tell you is that you always put a keeper on it, or use it all the time so that it won't lose any of its magnetic power. All right. Is there anything that is not clear here, guys?
No.
All right. Now let's open page. We're done. The lesson is done, by the way. Is there anything that you don't understand?
No.
This is so easy.
All right, perfect.
Yes.
Now I want to tell you something, that magnets are used in, if I said every electrical device, I will not be overreacting. It's actually used everywhere. Okay, I want you to open page 84, please. Open page 84. We have like 5 minutes left or 4 minutes left. We are going to answer some. Yes. What?
Do we have one?
Yes, you do. Okay. You said that it is easy, so it's not going to take any time. All right. I want you to open
Which page is the homework?
I will tell you after finishing this page, dear.
24, and we make 1 times 4, 4 is 24 over 4. Then
Open page 84. Here they say draw a line to match each description to the correct pictures. Please mute your mics. Mute your mics, guys. Ruqayya, mute your mic. All right. So in number 1, it says, inside this building is an extremely big magnet that helps to make electricity. Where is the picture of a building, guys? Huh? Which one is the picture of a building? Ahmed Ahmed? What do you think they are talking about?
a washing machine.
A building.
A building.
Yes.
Electrical drill.
A building. A building.
Yes, I know.
Yes, Mira.
Power station.
Power station. Exactly. Power station. There are big magnets that they use to make electricity out of these magnets. Okay, it's supposed to be number 2 and the next one is number 3. So there is a mistake here. Okay, so the next one, inside this device, electricity makes a tiny magnet vibrate. The vibration creates sound. Hamza, what are they talking about?
Which page?
This is page 84. Hamza, are you there? Hamza? I don't think Hamza is here, right?
Miss, he isn't here.
He is not here, yes. Okay, Ali. Huh?
Inside this device, electricity makes a tiny magnet vibrate shake that creates sound. Speakers.
Speakers, exactly. The next one, inside this tool is an electric motor. Motors use electricity to make magnets that spin around very quickly. Mira, can you answer this one? There is a distant voice, guys. Hello?
Yes.
Yes?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Inside this tool is an electric motor. Motors use electricity to make magnets that spin around very quickly.
The washing machine.
No.
Electric drill.
Yes, the electric drill. And the last one, which is this machine uses an electric motor to spin the washing. It is the washing machine. Okay. Your homework, guys, will be 4 pages. You don't have science tomorrow, right? So the due date.
We have.
No, you don't.
No, we don't.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So the due date will be on Thursday. Your homework will be pages 87, 88, 89, and 90. They are really easy. They're also something related to whether the north is facing the similar north, or is it facing the south? Is it repelling or is it attracting? It's the same things. We're not going to say
them again.
What?
Can you say them again?
87, 88, 89, and 90.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So I'll be seeing you on Thursday, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.